E-connection, a simple way of making green and affordable energy available to everyone. E-connection was founded because we saw some fundamental problems on the Belgian energy market. 40% of the Belgian people do not understand what is on their electricity bill. This leaves us lost in a complex energy market. When a Flemish person injects his energy surplus on the grid, they receive 7 cents for it. This is exact the same energy that suppliers sell for 23 cents. Thus, we can conclude that consuming energy is 3 times more expensive than the price you receive for it. But it's not only the people facing problems. Our planet is too. Despite the climate goals, Belgian CO2 emissions by 2030 will be 8 million tons higher than they are right now. This problem seems unsolvable with the slow implementation of renewable energy sources. At the same time, the European Union put together an energy policy with 3 important aims: diversify the energy sources, create a united energy market, and boost energy efficiency to pollute less. And this way, energy sharing was born.
But what is energy sharing? Well, I'll give you a small example. Let's say you have solar panels. That means you're a prosumer. And if you don't have solar panels, that means you're a consumer. By sharing your energy, the prosumer sends this self-generated energy directly to the consumer. Thus, the prosumer receives more for it, and the consumer pays less.
Well, that sounds very interesting. But why is it not popular yet? Our research shows that 82% of Flemish people don't start sharing their energy because of 2 reasons. 1, how do you start sharing? And 2, who do you share with? The solution to both problems is e-connection. E-connection is a platform that simplifies and optimizes energy sharing. To get started, you simply register on our website in just 4 clicks. And we go through all the necessary steps to enable you to start sharing your energy as quickly as possible, keeping you informed of the progress. And that way, we simplify the process for you. Now, it is important to note that we are not an energy supplier. Once you are registered, our algorithm searches for your perfect match across all of Flanders every month. So, in month 1, maybe your neighbor is your perfect match. However, in month 2, this can just as easily be someone who lives across the country. And our algorithm automatically makes the switch to maximize your sharing efficiency. That is how we optimize the process. This is very important because this is our competitive advantage. We are the only player in the market with this highly sophisticated algorithm.
By sharing your energy, the prosumer receives 13 cents, and the consumer pays only 17 cents for the same energy. It's a benefit of 6 cents for both parties. It's a real win-win situation for everyone involved. To optimize our cash position, we use prepaid credits, and our revenue model is commission-based. We take a 3% commission with a minimum of 4 cents per kilowatt hour. That means our margin is 4 times lower than that of the energy supplier. Let's talk about our team. Our team consists of 3 core members. Myself, Ralph, I do the ICT side of things. Next to us, we have Quinten, the head of sales and marketing. And at the end, Koen, the financial brain behind it all. We also work closely together with a business mentor. He's also an early stage investor with over 30 years of experience.
Now, what has this team achieved so far? Since February, E-connection had its first clients sharing their energy. Now, it's important to note that we intentionally maintain a low number of clients because we are still in a development phase. Now, we know from VK that 1 kilowatt hour of electricity is equal to 215 grams of CO2 if it doesn't come from a renewable energy source. Our clients have shared 216 kilowatt hours. So that will say that we have effectively reduced 46 0.40 kilograms of CO2 with just 2 clients. Additionally, we are proud that we have received several awards, like for example the Tech for Good Challenge by KPMG and also the business plan competition by NIPS.
But this was just the beginning. We have a clear plan to scale our business. First off, our goal is to optimize the automation and the algorithm by December 2023. Afterwards, we can confidently prepare a marketing campaign to reach the Flemish market by April 2024. This way, we aim to achieve a market share of 1% by December 2024, a market share of 5% by March 26, and a market share of 8% by March 27. Achieving these goals will result in saving 80,000 tons of CO2 in only 5 years, just within Flanders. So it is clear now that energy sharing has an environmental benefit, but it also offers financial benefits. For every kilowatt hour shared, both a prosumer and a consumer save an estimated amount of 6 cents. We also estimate that we can share in 5 years a total amount of 372 million kilowatt hours. If we all add this up, this comes down to a total financial benefit of 22.32 million euros in 5 years only within Flanders. However, at eConnection, our goals are bigger than just Flanders. Let's take a look, for example, at the Netherlands, where we know that energy sharing will be possible by 2025. Approximately 2.1 million households have solar panels on their roofs. If we assume a 10% market share, and we also assume that we can share an average amount of 120 kilowatt hours every month, then in total we estimate that we can share 302 million kilowatt hours in the Netherlands every year. Achieving this will result in saving 65,000 tons of CO2 yearly and a financial benefit of 18 million euros. Now, if we can keep this up until 2030, we will have saved 455,000 tons of CO2 and have offered a total financial benefit of 90 million euros. But let's dream even bigger. Let's say that eConnection has the full market in the Netherlands, 100% market share. If you do this until 2030, we will, wow, didn't change. Now it did, okay. We will have saved 4.5 million tons of CO2 and have offered a total financial benefit of 900 million euros for the Dutch people by 2030.
Now, we took the Netherlands as an example, just to show the full market potential that energy sharing could have based on realistic assumptions. Some Scandinavian countries, Italy and Luxembourg, already make it possible to share your energy. And since it's a European guideline, we know that the rest of Europe will follow soon. This way, we can revolutionize the European energy market and we can make it a green continent. On the long run, we want to make energy sharing possible across countries. For example, when a Finnish household needs energy, we can link them to a Spanish household as their optimal match. And we can only dream of the impact this would have on the European energy market. eConnection, a simple way of making green...
Wait, hold on. So, remind me again, what is the benefit if I have solar panels at eConnection?
That's a great question. Well, if you have solar panels, you're a prosumer, again. Your benefits are you have no useless surplus and you have your financial benefit. This is an incentive for individuals to place more solar panels and go towards a greener Europe.
Okay, but I don't have solar panels. What's my benefit?
Well, you're a consumer. And your benefit is you have the certainty of using green energy and also a lower energy bill, the financial benefit.
Okay, so there's a clear financial advantage. You guys simplify it. Now, can I already set it up myself?
Yes, you could. But trust me, you wouldn't. If you look here, these are all the steps that you have to go through to start your energy sharing process. I won't take you through it because it's too long. We optimize and simplify it for you.
And why is that optimization so important?
Well, if you don't have an optimized match, you'll have a sharing efficiency of about 30%. At eConnection, we go towards 90%. So your benefit is also 3 times bigger than before.
Okay, that's a pretty clear example. So you guys simplify the process, you optimize it, you offer a clear financial benefit and a benefit for the environment. Then my last question would be, are you an energy supplier?
No, to be clear, we are not an energy supplier. If there is no surplus, there is no involvement. But if there is a surplus, then e-connection is a simple way of making green and affordable energy available to everyone. Thank you.
Your 5 minutes Q&A begins now.
Hi, compliments for the presentation. I am a technical engineer about the energy, so and I am not so. If you're so lucky, no. I have a question mainly about your business plan. I am missing some of the most important topics related to your idea, because okay, the software, but how do you involve all of the other ones? For example, who is managing the electrical net? All of the splitting point and so on, because of the sharing of the energy must be even transported from one point to another one. So the risk of this idea is to have an unbalanced topic. So in the business plan, I'm missing the point how you have contacted, okay, the content, the last charts that you have seen, but all of this stuff. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. To be clear, we are a software company. We work together with partners, with grid providers like Fluvius in Belgium. They provide the grid and they provide the cables. We don't put the cables themselves. Is that an answer to your question?
No, perhaps I've not made the right question. So, is how you have involved this? You are involving these companies or you are just serving with your software?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
So if I understand your question right, it's like, are we using the cables from ourselves? No, that's not a fact. We use the grid that there is in Flanders to start, but we just use the energy surplus of the people and we give it the right destiny. We put it directly to another consumer.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Congrats for your presentation. I love your strict to the point, very clear. All the startups should do this kind of presentation. So I have two quick questions. One is I've seen a couple of investor meetings. Have you raised money yet? Already funded your startup or not?
Okay, so at this point in time, we have an early stage investor.
Okay.
Philippe, he also showed up on the slides.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, so he actually gave us first the capital to start a limited liability company. Yeah. I don't know how you say it in English. Yeah. So he's our early stage investor, yes. Okay. And we are currently looking actively for funds for our marketing campaign, as I described.
And the second is correlated, is what is your go-to-market strategy? Because that's the point of your startup.
Now we have a clear go-to-market strategy. So now until December, it's a technical development side, and then we will develop a marketing strategy until April. Then it is our intention to make a big boom. So we use paid marketing, and that's why we need some other investors, money, to create the big boom. And so it only has upsides. We want to make it as easy as possible, so that there's no barrier to entry. And with a big boom, we want to get the big numbers.
Okay. Your first target is the consumer or the consumer?
Yeah, we need to get them at the same time. But there's something very important. We see that people with solar panels are very aware of the problem. They are looking for a solution, like a platform for energy sharing. The consumers are a little bit, they have the feeling that they can't do anything about their energy bill. So that's why we have to really convince them, and that will be our biggest challenge.
Okay, thank you.
So at this point, what are the next steps in your plan?
The next steps right now are still development, automation of the platform. Right now, some of the steps are still done by hand, and we're working full time to make it fully automated, that no single person has to touch a case to be able to share energy.
If I may add something to that, we are working with such small profit margins that we need to get the big volumes. So with the marketing strategy, but it needs to be automated.
So how do you plan to convince others to, join or invest in your company?
Yes, that will be, thanks for
Your time has expired. Please join me thanking Enactus Belgium.